Hello, and welcome to Music 110, Survey of Music and Audio Technology with Applications. My name is Clint McCallum. I am your tour guide in this video. I am also the instructor of this class, and I am the author of all of the materials that you will find on the course Brightspace page. What you just heard was a brief little sketch that I made for us all, kind of just to introduce us to the class. I made that sketch using an application called Studio One to remix and add music to some pre-existing audio. You are going to learn how to do each of the things that I did in that sketch. So get excited. Get ready to dive into not just the history of music and audio technology, but manipulating the tools yourself to express yourself creatively. So, what is the purpose of this video that you're watching right now? I am going to quickly walk us through how I've set up the Brightspace page. We're going to take a look at the syllabus. I'm going to explain all of the expectations in this class, and we're going to get a global view on how the semester will progress. Once you have finished watching this course tour video, you should then explore all of the nooks and crannies of the Brightspace page that I point out in the course tour video, and then you will be prepared to take the course tour quiz. Once you've taken the course tour quiz, you will be off and running towards all of this new information and all of these new mysteries of audio technology that you're going to encounter over the next several months. So let's get started. Here we are in the homepage of the course, and I have posted this announcement to you all, giving you instructions to go find the course tour video, which you're watching right now. I want to say a couple things about the course homepage. Obviously, announcements will be posted on the left, and due dates for all of the upcoming assignments are on the right. Let's jump over to the content section. So here we are in the contents section of the Brightspace page. And you have obviously already found your way to the Getting Started section of the contents because you're watching this video. In preparation for the course tour quiz, you should also be reviewing all of these materials that you can find in the Getting Started section. It's important that you review these materials because this is a completely asynchronous online course. So all of these materials will familiarize you with college policies regarding online learning, and will also give you links to important resources that will be very valuable to you as you deal with the challenges that are specific to doing an asynchronous online course. Review all of these materials. They will be covered in the quiz. Next, let's take a look at the syllabus and the course calendar. Here's the course syllabus. I'm going to, in just a moment, skip down to the course schedule just so we can take a look at all of the major assignments and so that you can get a sense of how all of the content of the course is going to be laid out over the next couple of months. But for the course tour quiz, make sure that you're reading the entire syllabus, all of the course policies, because that is covered. This entire syllabus is covered in the course tour quiz. All right, so I've skipped down to evaluation because this is where we really get to start to get a sense of all of the things, all of the work that you are going to be tasked with completing over the course of this semester. Here are the types of assignment that you will be completing. You will be completing a total of 15 discussion posts, a field recording project, a sound collage project, a song project, a Greats writing assignment, which is a research paper, a short research paper, 5 listening assignments, and a final project. I'm going to talk about each of these now in detail. Okay, so there will be a total of 15 discussion posts. These discussion posts are going to be due each week. Each week, you will be posting in response to a question that I prompt you with in relation to the topic that we're covering that week. You will post a response to that prompt by Wednesday of that week. Then you must post a comment on at least 2 of your colleagues' posts by Sunday of that week. Okay? This happens every week and never changes. So post your own, make sure that you post to the discussion board by Wednesday and that you comment on at least 2 of your colleagues' posts by Sunday each week. Never changes. Post Wednesday, comment by Sunday. If you complete that post and those comments by the due dates, you get full credit. It's very important that you stay on schedule with these. And the reason I say this is because the discussion posts are most valuable to all of us with a high level of engagement and participation. And if all of us are on significantly different timelines with how we're engaging with the materials, in other words, if some of us are 4 weeks behind and some of us 2 weeks behind and some of us are 2 weeks ahead, then the discussions won't be as focused. So it's important that we all stay on schedule with these. One last thing about the discussion posts. Brightspace does not allow for the due dates for the discussion posts to be included in that list of due dates for assignments on the course homepage. So you won't find reminders there. But here's the thing. It happens every week. It happens every week. So every week, just think like, have I done my discussion post by Wednesday? Have I done my comments by Sunday? It never changes. All right, moving on. So we've got the field recording project, the sound collage project, the song project and the final project. I'm going to talk about all of these projects kind of together globally right now. Each of them are creative projects. In each one, you will be exploring a particular aspect of audio technology creatively. So in the field recording project, you're going to be recording. You're going to be using either your phone or some other recording device to make a recording. In the sound collage project, you will be editing, splicing audio. So practicing your editing techniques. In the song project, you will be working with MIDI and virtual instruments. So songwriting. In the final project, you're going to put all of the tools and skills that you learned in those three projects together into one magnum opus. So each of these projects are creative projects that are asking you to focus on a particular type of skills and tools in order to express yourself. So you're both learning about different aspects of audio technology, different tools, different techniques as you go through the course, and then you practice those specific particular techniques in these specific particular projects. So you can think of the semester itself as kind of divided up into these larger segments or larger segments where you're focused on a project over several weeks and you're sort of building up techniques, tools, skills to complete that project. And when we take a look at the course schedule, I will highlight how the projects line up with the smaller weekly assignments. Near the end of the semester, you will be writing a research paper called the Greats Writing Assignment. In this paper, you will be explaining how to create a new digital audio file and explaining how and why you would convert that digital audio file into different formats. In that assignment, you will be referring back to material that came from previous weeks. Specifically, you will be referring back to the content that we cover when we're looking at digital audio formats. So in order to complete the Greats Writing Assignment, you are going to have to go back to previous week's content. Listening assignments. There are 5 total listening assignments. In these assignments, you're going to be asked to reflect on examples that I have assigned for you to listen to that exemplify specific techniques that we are practicing ourselves. So these will be longer form, more developed writing than the discussion posts, and you will be listening to musical examples and sort of reflecting on it yourself and trying to make connections between what you're hearing and what you're learning that week. So those are the assignments. You've got creative. In other words, if I'm going to break this down into categories, you have discussion posts. You post every week. You post by Wednesday, and you comment by Sunday every week. Doesn't change. We've got creative projects, 4 of them, and you'll be working on those creative projects continuously over multiple weeks. we have the research paper that comes due near the end of the semester, and we have some more developed reflections on music that you will be assigned to write in response to these listening assignments that sort of pepper the semester. Let's take a look at the course schedule. And I'm just going to highlight a couple of things here to clarify. All right. It's important to review the course schedule. I would check in with it once a week. Go back to the syllabus/course schedule just to remind yourself of where you are in the course, especially because, like I said, we're always looking ahead to these creative projects. So it's important for us to think about, like, okay, here's where we are now. This creative project is coming due in 3 weeks or whatever. What do I need to be doing to make sure that I'm on task? Now, let's take a look here. So over on the left column I've listed the modules. These are the content modules on brightspace. After the first module, the introductions, that's what you're working on right now, each module corresponds to a week of the semester. Okay? Each module corresponds to a week of the semester. I've called the introductions module Module 0 because really this is about us introducing ourselves to the class and getting started. But by the end of this week, you should also have finished Module 1, the physics of sound. After we get through week 1 of the semester, it is just one module per week, okay? So first week, we cover Module 0 and Module 1. From then on out, it's one module per week. So one discussion post per week, 2 comments per week, et cetera, et cetera. So check in with the course schedule. Now, so let's say, notice that as we're moving forward, I have bold in the assignments column, I have bolded the major assignments, like the major creative assignments. So now you can get a sense of how the whole semester is sort of segmented into these larger topical areas, like I was saying. So once we finish the field recording project at the end of week 3, now we're moving into week 4, and from week 4 through the end of week 8, you will be learning about all of these topics and skills that will help you complete the sound collage project. So you can think of week 4 through week 8 as being all focused on the sound collage. You completing the sound collage is you reflecting on all of the things that you learned over these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. Then we move on, and we're looking forward to the song project. So from week 9 up through till the end of week 12, everything is focused on the song project, learning how to manipulate virtual instruments. Then we're moving forward to the end of the semester, and the final project asks you to kind of incorporate skills and techniques that you learned throughout the entire semester. So by the time we get here, we're not just focused on one segment, one section of the whole course, but the entire course itself. Great. So that takes us through the course schedule. Let's just quickly go. I'm going to quickly go back over to the content section, and we're going to take a look at the remaining sections of content to review, and then you'll be ready to start exploring the Brightspace page and take the course quiz. So I clicked on the Meet Instructor tab, and here you can see me. You get to learn a little bit about my background. I highly, highly, highly prefer for you to contact me through this email that is listed here, my campus email. I prefer that so much to the alternative to contacting me through the brightspace message system. If you contact me through the brightspace message system, I will return your message. I will respond to your message, but I can respond so much more quickly, and it is so much easier for me to respond if I just get it in my email, because then I can just get it on my phone. So please, 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 when you reach out to me, email me at this email address that I have listed here. Again, I will, of course, get back to you if you contact me through the brightspace message system, but it's just so much easier if I just get it in my email. So please do that. Okay, let's take a quick look at the first module, and I'll talk a little bit about how modules are set up, and then we'll be done. Okay, so when I open up the learning modules here, this is where you will go. You will always be going when you for each week. Now, here it just has one module listed, but as you continue through the course, new modules will open up for you. So here, in this first module, you are being asked to watch this video, explore the materials that I have listed in the Getting Started tab, take the course tour quiz, and then do your first discussion post, which is to introduce yourself to the class. Once you take this course tour quiz and get all of the questions right, Module 1 will open up for you, okay? So take the course tour quiz. As soon as you get 100%, the next module will open up. And this will be the case for every module. There will be a quiz on the lecture, and once you get 100% on the quiz, the next module will open up. The lecture quizzes, the course tour quiz, none of them are for credit. They do not count in your overall course grade. They just open up the next module. You need to get 100% on the quizzes, but you can take the quizzes as many times as you want. There is no time limit on the quiz. And the questions, I don't think this is true for the course tour quiz, but it is true for every quiz afterwards. The questions on the lecture quizzes always appear in the order in which you will find the answer to them in the lecture video. So my recommendation to you is that when you open a new module and you start watching a new lecture video, is just open up the lecture quiz and have that open in another window, and just move from question to question. And when the answers appear in the lecture video, then you can pause the video and answer the question and just kind of keep moving. But you need to get 100% on the quizzes in order to open up the next module. Like I said, just as a reminder, the quizzes you can take as many times as you want. They are not for credit towards your grade. It's just in making sure that you are understanding the content. So to move on to Module 1, which you will need to also complete by the end of this week. So by Sunday, the upcoming Sunday, you will also need to, by February 4, you will need to complete everything in Module 1 also. So get started by taking this course tour quiz. That will open up Module 1, and then you will watch your first lecture video. You will see your first listening assignment, all of that stuff. If you have any questions, what should you do? What should you do? you should email me at my CCBC email address. I'm looking forward to working with you all this semester, to hearing your creative work, and sharing musical ideas with you. Have a wonderful week, and remember, finish both modules 0 and 1 by Sunday. This is Clint McCallum signing off.